today is January 2nd and we only have one errand to do today, which is go to the library and return the book that I borrowed from the very first week of December, and I just finished it yesterday. It took me a month, but it's fine. It is what it is. So yeah, I'll meet you there. The library is around 5 to 10 minute walk from our house, which is one of the reasons why I love Canada, because everywhere you go there's the nearest library wherein you could borrow all books, print those things that you need, and a quiet place to study. I am really fortunate to have free access to all those books because books aren't cheap at all. And in the Philippines, I would have to buy every book that I want to read, and it's really expensive. I'm not that rich to collect a lot of books, and I don't have a space to collect a lot of books. So I'm fine borrowing and returning it. Okay, we have just arrived. This is how it looks. Okay, this is the book that I'm going to return, and before I return it, I just want to share a few lessons I've learned from this book. And I can't be loud for a very long time. Just allow me to read the note that I have in front of me, just to go through all the points without rumbling too many things. There's a mix of opinions about this book, so for so long I didn't want to read it, but I could say that this book found me on the time and state wherein I needed it the most. So I'll share my top 4 lessons before returning it. 1. The dangers of positive thinking. I have been indulging on this habit all my life, and I really thought there's nothing wrong with it. However, this book allowed me to be at peace with facing problems, with having problems, and embracing struggles. It made me realize that positive thinking could be a means of avoiding or neglecting it. In turn, we do not grow and neglect to take responsibility of our life. Number 2, instead of asking what do you want in life, ask what pain do you want in life. As a Pisces, I am an individual who have a bunch of dreams. Because of how many it is, I never get to be extraordinary or successful on any of it. I would try this hobby, I would try this guitar, I would try this painting, I would try crochet, I would try this book, I would try cooking, I would try everything. And my energy is scattered and quit early. Hearing this quote made me realize what is truly my dream and what I should really focus on. 3rd lesson, you are not special. My biggest red flag might be having so many dreams, but having so many excuses too. But in this book, I learned that the world won't rearrange itself just so it would be convenient for me to pursue my dreams. I would have to fail, and that's inevitable. Probably the quote that I will be carrying for life from this book is, if someone is better than you at something, then it's likely because she failed at it more than you do. That just altered my brain in so many ways. It made me chase failures than obsessing about how to succeed. Which sounds weird because the only way to succeed is to stumble to a bunch of failures. Uncertainty is the root of all growth. As a girl who's obsessed with plans and is perfectionist, I could highlight everything on this chapter. It first tackles on being open to being wrong. Do not be certain that you're always right because that impedes your learning. It also discourages you to try unfamiliar things because it will hurt your ego to be wrong and make mistakes. Then it also stressed to not be certain about your identity. Commonly, people will say it's best to know yourself. But in this book, the author warns us that being certain about ourselves will only box us to that specific identity, and it will be hard for us to change those traits that prevent us to grow. And the tricky part is, we don't know for sure which trait is this. There's so much more to gain from this book, so I highly recommend it for perfectionist people like me. So yeah, come with me as I return this one and choose another book. feel like this is the book I'm going to try. I have put a hold on this book and it says there that there's still a long line. Luckily, I found it on the shelf. Let me just read a chapter of it just to make sure that I really like it.
This item could not be checked out. Please take it to the staff desk.
I told you guys that there's a long line waiting for this one, but I managed to cut in between that line because I found it in the shelf. I wasn't supposed to find it in the shelf, but maybe some of the staff have placed it in the shelf when there's a lot of people holding on this book. We got lucky! I know for a fact that reading so many self-help books isn't going to help you unless you apply those lessons. I just hope someday that I would have the courage to apply it, because most of the lessons taught in self-help books are something that would push you out of your comfort zone. It's always easier said than done. I am now going home. Thanks for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed and found this video interesting. I'll see you again on my next video. Bye!